Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. The fall 2024 sets are slowly trickling out the way that all sets do nowadays, and we're finally getting good looks at them, and this is the first. This is the UNSC Arctic Burn Wasp. The figures were leaked a little while ago, and then we saw box pictures, and here it is. Let's take a look at the box. The box is pretty standard for Mega's new design. We have the blue background. You get to see the Wasp there. You get to see the extra bit, which is nice. The Halo Infinite branding looks different to me. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it looks a bit different. And then up in the corner, we get to see the figures. The Firefall looks very bright. Around this side, we get to see Chief. Yeah, that's more normal to me. Oh, it's a color swap, that's why. And then this is cool. We get to see a little bit of artwork. This guy looks like he's about to take down the Wasp with one shot of the rocket launcher. Get to see around the side. And around the back, you get to see the rotor feature and then just the figures in different poses. Not bad, very simple box, but that's about it. The only notable thing here is the lack of any other set advertisements. No other sets are advertised. And they're also still pushing this megashowcase.com thing, which is just mattelcreations.com, to the mega shop page there, which is mostly full of Pokemon. So I don't know about that. All right, so let's go ahead and get this open. We have a different knife today. Look at that. Isn't that cool? My fiance gave this to me, and it's like elvish dagger vibes. So we're going to be using this to cut the tape here. Oh, I should probably actually use the side with the blade on it. Despite the way it looks, it is not, in fact, double-edged. All right, there we go. Always, always close up your knife after you're done. Oh, I almost forgot the top. Look, there's the top. I do love how this looks on pretty much all the sets. I think that's a fantastic way to show off some of the stuff. Hinge box, as normal. I don't know what happened to Mega, and they're like, we're going to do cardboard boxes, cardboard bags, because this is certainly not cardboard. So we have 1, 2, please stay open, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags total. 8, and the instructions, and I believe the no set advertisements carries over. Ooh, but we get a bigger look at that piece of art. That's great. That's fantastic. Oh, this is cool too. Yo, Mega's been doing some stuff with these instructions. They upped their game here. Very nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and build this. Oh, dude, there's more. There's more art. That's so freaking cool. Is there anything on the other side? There is. Dude, that's nice. I'm going to build this. This will have been built live, so if you want to go and check out the replay of that, I will put it up in the corner here, and we will come back and take a closer look. All right, so the set is built. Here it is. Very nice, very nice. We'll look at it closer in a second. But before we move on, I wanted to give a little rant here. And if you would like to skip this part and go straight to the set review, there will be chapters down in the little play bar or the description that you can just skip straight to the review. What I want to talk about real quick is the fact that this set has not been revealed yet. It just hasn't. Mega has not revealed this set yet. They have not revealed the other 2 Infinite sets that go along with this. They have not revealed the Halo 2 set that's supposed to be coming in the fall wave. They haven't. They've teased us, and they've teased us, and they've teased us, and they said, oh, we're coming. The fall wave's almost done. It's almost ready for a reveal. And that's been months. It's been months, and now here it is. This set is in my hand, and Mega still has not acknowledged that it's a thing. So I want to just talk for a minute about that, because you guys will know, I am one of the first to defend Mega when it comes to the struggle of the Halo line. There's so many things that we don't know, so many reasons why it's struggling. But this Maybe there's more that we don't know, but a simple social post saying, here's this set coming fall 2024. That's not that hard. I don't feel like it's that hard, but apparently it is, and it feels really insulting to the Halo community when we've gotten one full Pokemon wave, if not two full Pokemon waves, leaked, revealed, and then launched in the span of time that they've been saying, hey, the reveal for the fall 24 wave is coming. That feels really insulting. That feels really crummy to the Halo Mega community, and it just is, it's very frustrating, and it makes me pretty mad. I'm not mad about the contents of the sets. I'm not mad about the fact that we're getting a lower quantity. I'm like, cool, if you keep the quality going up, great. You know what? Maybe smaller waves of sets will help them to fix the problem, then they can expand again. I don't know. But this whole, the reveal is coming, the reveal is coming, the reveal is coming. No, not cool, Mega. I don't care what goes on behind the scenes. Don't tell us that the fall wave is almost ready to be revealed to us if you're not going to reveal it to us for like 4, 5, 6 months. Don't tell us it's coming soon when it's not coming soon at all. Don't tell us it's coming soon if you don't plan to reveal it at all. Just don't. It would have been better if they had said nothing. Because at the very least, then we would have had this come out and I could have had this review done knowing, oh, it's getting out of the factories before Mega wanted to reveal it. But now, they just didn't. And I just have it in my hands now. And they just didn't. So I don't even know if anybody from Mega is going to see this video. But I just want you guys in the community to know I share your frustrations. Or if you're wondering why or where these sets came from, yeah, Mega was supposed to have revealed them who knows how long ago. But yeah, that to me is not cool. Not cool. I'm not okay with that. So, rant aside, that is my huge issue with this wave. I think that was just really crummy on Mega's part, and it was really kind of an insult to us Halo fans. Rant aside, let's go ahead and take a look at this set. We are going to go ahead and start with the extras because we got a little pile of extras to look at. For extras, we get a brick separator. This is the standard one-piece kind. And then we just get a handful of other bits and bobs like this. Now, this yellow pin, I believe this is actually supposed to go like here. So that, well, we'll talk about that later. But I believe that's supposed to go there. You do get an extra gray one. You get an extra little bar. You get an extra little tube piece. Lots of different slopes and whatnot. So this feels like a good amount of extras, and they feel like actually extras. I don't feel like I built something wrong here. So I'm happy with this. The first of our two figures is this Firefall Spartan. Now, when this figure first leaked, I could not see the helmet in the midst of all the random other figures that it was piled into, and I was so happy to see Firefall return so soon. Firefall was introduced with the Multiplayer Mayhem set, both in Estate Gold and Neon Superfly, which was great. Love the helmets. I think they're fantastic. And I love the mold. I think Mega got the perfect size, the perfect shaping. And in-game, it's just such a nice helmet. And it looks great here. This is the Citron white coating. It came in the first Yappening event. And it's really interesting to me. I did not think that I would like it because it's such a weird mix. You've got the all black legs, the white arms, the one arm's got the green, and then you got the really bright green for the body, the waist unit, and the head. Now there is a slight discrepancy between the head green and the chest green. Mega always has those weird colors, differences between the soft plastic and the hard plastic. But I really like this. I really, really like this actually. The bright colors may not be for everybody, but I think that it's really well done, and I love that Mega is doing these game accurate coatings. The hands have print. Like I said, the one shoulder has print. The chest has print, and I love this chest plate. This is what my Sig Fig has, so I'm really happy to see it here printed up so much. The head has some really nice printing. It's a little soft maybe on some parts, but the visor is pretty sharp, and then there's gray on the top. Again, not quite matching the box. The actual figure is more accurate, but the box does have that black on the cheeks. What's interesting is when he's in the cockpit on the box, he's actually got only black on one side and then the other cheek is green, so it's a little weird. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this. He's rocking the new waist unit, which is a bit diapery on the back. And then he has print on the thigh pieces and print on the knees. And the set comes with 2 weapons, but I guess the suggested one for him is the AR. It's just a standard infinite AR, nothing too special about it. Yeah, I could see this being a Halo Heroes figure. For sure, this is Halo Heroes quality, and it will look great with the multiplayer Mayhem Spartans. I am a big fan of this one. Our second figure is a Zvezda Spartan. Now, again, every time we have a Zvezda Spartan, I point out, it's a Zvezda with an attachment. Normal Zvezda is kind of like EVA-ish, but I do like the attachment. I think it looks kind of Gungnir-like, and I'm on board with that. This Spartan is really interesting, though, for a handful of reasons. First of all, this is the Sierra Mirage coating, which at the time of the recording of this video is not out. Odd. And what's even more odd is the fact that Mega has 3 Spartans in this upcoming wave that have this coating. So we get this Zvezda, and then there's an SPI coming, and then there's a Mark 7 coming. And then this particular Spartan uses marine shoulders, which is very clever because there are shoulders in game that look pretty darn close. I don't remember the name though. It's like one of those UAAPTCWXYZ. I don't know. It doesn't have like a solid name. The undersuit of this is a kind of indigo color. It's not blue, but it's not purple either. So definitely indigo. And then we kind of have a mismatched look, kind of like Spartan Griffin. And then the print on the knees and the legs is fantastic. The print on the hands is fantastic too. The shoulders get some print, and then the helmet is done as well. And it's got the attachment is a different color from the helmet, which is great. I think that's the first time we've gotten that actually on a Zvezda, where the attachment's a different color. Chest plate is Spartan Agrina's chest plate, which we still don't have in game, probably never will, and we don't know the name of it. But that means it is female specific, which means this is a female Spartan, which is kind of cool. We don't get female Spartans very often. And overall, it's just a very classy looking figure. I believe this is all colors we've seen before. I don't think, aside from the blue, I've never seen that blue indigo purple color before. But the grays and whatnot, that's kind of all the same as we've seen before. But it's a very nice mix. I like the asymmetry of it. It's like an organized chaos. And it's just very clean, and I'm really looking forward to having all 3 Sierra Mirage Spartans side by side because I think that's a pretty cool touch. This figure comes with a rocket launcher, presumably to combat the Wasp, since, you know, if you're on the ground, you've got an AR against a Wasp, you're pretty much dead. But if you've got rockets, the Wasp is dead. Rock, paper, scissors effect. And now we have the Wasp itself. So this is a very different Wasp build from the last one. It's also a very different Wasp set from the last one. The last one was a campaign-based set. This is a multiplayer-based set. Thus, the strange color scheme here. This is kind of a Arctic camo-ish. It's like very angular edges. This is the Arctic burn coating, thus the name of the set. I don't actually think this is released in-game yet either. So I don't really know why there's so much unreleased stuff. What is also unreleased is that emblem on the wing. That is a printed emblem that is across 3 pieces, and it lines up pretty much seamlessly. And it is a emblem of a Mega figure holding up the Mega brick, which I think is super cool, and I am eagerly waiting to see if it actually comes to Infinite because I think that's going to be fantastic. I know some people don't really love that. It's a very bright orange on a mostly monochrome Wasp. I understand that. And you probably could just swap pieces out. Probably not. It would be pretty hard. So I can understand some frustration. I think it's pretty cool because it's like a bit of a paradox there where it's like in-game is referencing Mega and Mega is referencing in-game, which is referencing itself. I think that's pretty cool. The wings no longer have that slope to it that the original one had. And the rocket launchers are totally different. They're fully built up, much more collector-friendly here. It looks more like rocket launchers instead of the just shooty things. And the thrusters on the lower back section are missing entirely, which After looking up some reference images, I probably could have pulled it up in game, but I didn't feel like trying to do that. But yeah, the reference images, those thrusters on the back aren't quite as prominent as the last Wasp had, so I think that's fine. And then the guns here are a bit longer, or they feel a bit longer. They stick out a bit more. And then inside the cockpit, you get a new printed console, which is really, really nice. And then, for some reason, there's a croissant. This is a little rubbery piece. I don't know what it's doing back here, but kind of is starting a tradition of food items randomly in vehicles, because the Falcon had a hot dog in it, a burnt hot dog. Oh, look at that. I accidentally didn't click that down. Whoops. The level of print on here is a lot. Every decoration you see is print, and sometimes it's hard to tell where the printing begins and where the brick building begins and ends and all of that. And I think that is a huge plus, because that shows that Mega's print has been much improved over some of the other sets that we've seen in the past. And then the built red stripe is really nice. It's just, it looks really nice. It's way more smoothed off. One thing I did notice, at least on mine, the little nose bit that folds over the cockpit actually sits flush, whereas my green one did not. So that's a big plus for me. And the engines are pretty much the same. It's like the same pieces. Overall, I would say this looks much better. It's pretty darn swooshable too. Again, the gaps are my main complaint, and I do wish we did get that angle, but the way that they built the wings just don't really allow that. To put a figure in, you just pop them into position, sit them down, and I guess we could rotate. We have to rotate the control sticks inward if we want him to actually hang on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hang on to your control sticks. You need to have both hands on the wheel to pass your flying test. There we go. Boink, boink. He is ready to go. I like how much he stands out in there. And this cockpit is more tinted than the last one. Now, mine is rather dusty right now, so excuse that, but more tinted. I guess the guns aren't longer. They just look longer, I guess because of the rockets. And you can see here, look, that does not want to sit flat, but here it does. Brilliant, I love that. You can see the differences. Mainly, the first one you'll see is the fact that this is all studs, and this has literally no studs visible on the top aside from these ones here. So that's a huge plus. There's more intakes here. There's not really that there. You get these rocket launchers, which I don't think they look bad. I just think that these ones look far better. I do like the curvedness here. I think that's good. Although I don't necessarily think the design of this one is bad. These wings are much bigger on the edges. And then we do have UNSC print on both sides. The build on the top here and here is much different. This has more detail because it's got that spool piece. And then you can see these thrusters on the back. We don't have that at all here. This one can sit flat mostly on its own, I guess because of these thrusters. This one kind of needs that if you want it to sit straight, because otherwise it kind of tilts back a little bit, which is, to be fair, what it does in game when you just land it randomly. So I'm not really knocking it for that. Engine assemblies, they're literally the same. Although this one we get the yellow on the bottom. This is just intakes. So it is what it is. You can see some clips for the extra rockets on this one, whereas this one is just colored on the underside. And they did keep the coating going on the underside with the like camo-ish look. The tail bits, look at that. There's more of a divide here, and I think that looks really nice. That looks way more like a Wasp to me than this does. And you still get the articulation of these, and I just think that tail section I really like on this one. Silhouette wise, I feel like this one is pretty much perfect. Like, I don't hate this one, but I do think that as a design, as a whole, the new one is far superior. The second build is this little power station. Now, I don't think that they needed to include this. but I applaud them for doing so because this connects it to the other two Infinite sets from the Wave. You can see the connection point there and a connection point there. This will allow it to be part of the UNSC base that we will hopefully see whenever I can get hold of those sets. You get a new UNSC print there. That is super useful. You can see a fusion coil and some stats, and then you can see this one's very full, this one's kind of empty. You can remove those. The yellow pads stand out pretty well. A little bit of green here to show that, yes, it is indeed a UNSC base. There's this little generator looking thing here. You could stick an AI there, I guess, if you wanted to. That's kind of what it looks like around the back, just like that. And I mean, there's not much space here. You can't really stand them on here, but it's pretty close. So very nice, very good little bonus, great background piece. And the fact that it can connect is awesome. Well, there you have it. That is the UNSC Arctic Burn Wasp. I think this set has a lot going for it. We have two fantastic figures. The Wasp design has been greatly improved. The level of printing is fantastic. The little tiny side build is great. But I know there's going to be a lot of comparisons with the last Wasp in terms of the set composition. I know there's going to be a lot of complaints. I already have seen a lot of complaints about the price. This right now, if you want to buy it on eBay, or as of the time of the recording of this video, Paul Mart's store on eBay and also his website had this for $40. I don't know if that's the retail price or not because it's hard to tell what retail prices are these days since no retailers or not many retailers really sell them. So I'm guessing maybe $35. And when you compare that to the last Wasp set that had more figures, it's a little rough, but if we're counting these two as Halo Heroes, basically, we should, because they're Halo Heroes level. That's like $10 right there. The Wasp, probably 15 because of the level of prints. Another like 2. So it really does get close. I do think it's maybe a little bit higher than we would like to all see. But again, we do have so many more prints, and it's just really good. I also know there's a lot of people that just want more enemy figures. I am not in that group. I am totally okay getting more Spartans because I mostly just use the same small handful of Banished and Covenant figures as periphery for my scenes and stuff, and I want more Spartans because they're the main focus of what my photos do typically, Marines or Spartans. So I'm really on board with this. I really like the bright colors. I really like the Sierra Mirage look, and I'm really happy that we're getting more Sierra Mirage Spartans. But definitely this dude, the Citron white guy, is my favorite here, and I know a lot of people are not going to be on board with this coating because it's so freakishly bright, but I think it's just really, really cool, really good figure. And then, like I said earlier, if you watched my rant section, the fact that they're not revealing this is just unacceptable. And there are more and more figures leaking, actually just today as I'm finishing up this video. Figures leaked from what might be the next blind bag series, which it's looking to be mostly Spartans, so gear up, guys. I'm really happy about that. I know there's going to be a lot of unhappy people, though. So at the end of the day, is this set worth it? I would say yes, for sure. At 35 or 40, definitely worth it. The figures are super nice. Quality control, not really much of a problem. This guy's arms are a bit on the loose side. And then some of the pieces on the Wasp, particularly down there, is a bit, I don't know, they just don't seem to want to push all the way together. But they're not falling apart either. And then the silhouette of the Wasp has been vastly improved and actually looks like a Wasp now from the side. So that's a huge plus. So again, overall, really good. Is it a groundbreaking set? No, it is not a groundbreaking set. However, it is a very, very good set, and I highly recommend it. It is the best Wasp we've gotten. If you like this Arctic camo, pick it up for sure. But again, $40 can be a little bit much for some people, and I get that. And I also get the anger and frustration at Mega right now because I'm pretty ticked myself. But I don't think that the content of the sets is a problem. I think they're doing really well with the content of the sets. I know there's a lot of people that just want more classic stuff, but Infinite is still the main game right now. So that's what we're going to be getting. And I think we just need to gear up and be willing to ride some more Halo Infinite products out to the end of the line, because Halo Infinite's not going to be the main game all that much longer, depending on how well the development of the next game goes. So for now, we just have to accept that we will continue getting Halo Infinite stuff, because Infinite and its multiplayer is the big Halo thing at the moment. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.